Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Coach Lee Davis Red Raider Football Show. We're glad you guys could join us today. We'll be bringing you replays from last night's game against Shelbyville Golden Eagles in Shelbyville. We're pleased to have with us, of course, today our main guy on this show, Coach Lee Davis. Coach Davis, you guys ran into a red-hot Shelbyville football team last night.
We did. We hit a buzzsaw. Shelbyville's playing great football right now, and you could tell that last night. You know, they're one win away from winning the district, and they're a very fast, very good team.
Shelbyville is a team that's really come on strong during this season, I think. I mean, it didn't start off all that well, but I think the last 5 games they've scored over 40 points in every game and are ready. They're poised really to win the district, I think, now. They
are. They're poised to win, and they're built behind their speed and should make a run in the playoffs.
Okay. All right, we're going to have all that film for you in just a moment. We'll show you the game in its entirety. First of all, we're going to take a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back with today's show.
It's that time of year again. This is Sarah McCamey with Markham's Pharmacy. Don't let the flu get you down this year. As a busy mom, it's hard to manage work, family, and all the extra activities. At Markham's Pharmacy, we're here to help make your life easier. Don't miss school or work this year because of the flu. There's no appointment necessary. Come on by and help your family stay flu-free.
Markham's Pharmacy is your hometown discount pharmacy and so much more. We hope to see you soon.
KK's Jewelry in Tullahoma and Manchester is here to help you save thousands on that perfect piece of jewelry. You'll find new semi-mounts for less than half the price of traditional jewelry stores. At KK's, we have new 1-carat total weight wedding sets at $7.99 and up. KK's has beautiful pre-owned and reconditioned jewelry set in gold and silver at unbelievable prices. Let our professional and trained staff help you select the perfect jewelry gift for any occasion.
Do you need a part for your car that the dealer just wants too much money for? Well, bring your toolbox and pull the parts yourself for huge savings at the CFC Auto Salvage Pick and Pull on Highway 55 between Tullahoma and Manchester. No walking through waist-high weeds here. All of our vehicles are located in our gravel parking lot up on blocks with room to work. We stock hundreds of cars and trucks, foreign, domestic, old, new, with new vehicles added daily. You can even search the entire vehicle inventory online. And if your old vehicle gives up the ghost, bring it back. We offer top dollar for your salvage vehicle. Open to the public 7 days a week until 6:30 or dark, so there's plenty of time to come by. That's CFC Auto Salvage Pick and Pull.
They say you see the world differently. It's like you see the miracle of life in even the smallest things. That's what it feels like to survive. St. Thomas Heart has more locations than anyone in the state, giving more heart patients a new lease on life. For more than 40 years, they've been leaders in cardiac care. That's experience you can count on.
The choices we make today will impact tomorrow. Choosing natural gas today is the responsible energy choice for your home, your family, and our environment. Almost all natural gas we use is produced right here in North America. And with plentiful gas reserves, we can enjoy a safe and reliable energy future. Natural gas. The comfortable and responsible energy choice for today and tomorrow.
Brought to you by Elk River Public Utility District.
31W Insulation offers custom-look garage doors to enhance the appearance of your home. These are beautiful, durable, and energy-efficient doors. Give your home the fresh, classic, distinctive look it deserves. From rural to rustic artistry, 31W Insulation has what you're looking for. Visit us online at 31W.com to see how we can make beautiful and affordable improvements to your home.
Get your news first, fast, and free with your news leader on 6 every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday nights at 6, 8, and 10 p.m. Local weather, sports, community calendar events, and a comprehensive look at the latest news stories and news makers as only a video news broadcast can do. Get it first, fast, and free with News Leader on Channel 6, your local information network.
Welcome to the teams taking the field. Not many people. Oh, my. He missed. Off to a rough start here. Somebody wants to go home. What's he doing?
If you're not watching college football in HD, you're watching Pee Wee TV. Graduate to Charter TV in HD and let it all in.
Captains lining up on the field there prior to the game. A cool night, Lee. Does that affect your game any?
I thought it kind of helped us a little bit. We were, the kids talked about how cold it was, but really didn't freeze them. I felt like we were going to move pretty well, and this is an amazing stat. We've been through 9 games, and we won the coin toss all 9 games.
That is amazing.
That's
and won it obviously again last night.
So I guess from now on we're going to try not to win the coin toss, so maybe that'll help. But no, I thought our kids were pretty loose and ready to go. I mean, they were pretty focused and we're ready to play. Like I said, we ran into a buzzsaw.
How many kids have you got out there in the program this year, Lee?
We left our freshmen at home. On a normal given night on the sideline, you'll see 95 to 96 players. Like I said, we left our freshmen. The only freshman we brought was 4 or 5 that actually got to play. And but for the most part, we're sticking around 95 or so.
So you've got some kids that are playing varsity football and freshman football, probably.
Yes, we start Tyrese McGee at corner. You'll see in this game, Garrett Eldridge plays a lot of wide receiver for us. Reese Pratt runs some tailback, and MJ Horn got in and played a lot of defensive end this week. So we're playing a lot of freshmen, and we're a young team. We got some great senior leaders that we really think a lot of, with Meeker and Grayson Miller and Hunter Smithson, and 2 of the offensive linemen, Willie Banks and Prater and Westmoreland. We've got some seniors that we rely on, but we're sprinkling in some youth here and there.
It's probably a great experience for these youngsters to get in there this early.
It is, and we're not, besides Tyrese McGee, we're not really throwing them into the fire. We are able to spot play them here and there and just get them some experience. There was a turnover there on the first drive, and Shelbyville's the kind of team that'll make you pay. Turn the ball over so deep. Dalton Carter caught a little screen pass, and boy, he got hit right when he caught the football and coughed it up. I'm telling you, turnovers will drive a coach crazy.
Yes, I can imagine.
And after that, we're down 7-0 quick. A penalty. We got a penalty there, and it moved the ball.
As we mentioned at the start of the game, Shelbyville, if they beat Lawrenceburg, will be the district champions. Or is that Lawrenceburg they play next week?
Yes, play Lawrence County next week, and that's a must-win for them.
They haven't won a district championship, I understand, since 1996. So
there's a set that up on the first drive, and it just didn't work out like we wanted to. And again, another turnover. That kid, Mason, made a great play. He came from the other hash to intercept that. We, can't really account for that kind of speed. Meeker came off the sideline and wanted to know where he came from. When I told him he was on the other hash, he just kind of said, "Wow, you just don't expect that."
I bet you get surprised sometimes at the speed. I mean, I know you see them on film, but I bet it's nothing like seeing them actually in the...
Oh, it's not, and it's so hard to replicate in practice. You can't just, say, okay, I need you to go out there and be super fast this week. I mean, it just doesn't work that way.
Right.
So it's hard to replicate during practice, and it shows in the first quarter of football games. If you look back at the first quarters we've struggled with, it's been teams that have been super fast or run the wing tee that we have a hard time really showing what they do in practice. Beat over the top for a touchdown, and 14-0.
And we're still in first quarter action.
Yeah,
here, so.
it's 14-0, and I don't think that I don't think we've really gotten cold yet. Touch back, and our game plan now coming out is to run the football. Try to really pound it. Gave it there to Gavin Houston, and Gavin's turned on to be a pretty good back for us. He's really worked hard in practice and is turning into a fine player.
Yeah, nice cut back there on that play right there. And of course, Coach Davis lost his number one running back early in the season, and this kid, as you say, has really come on strong.
He has. We're really by committee back there. Carter starts the game for us. He's started every game, and Gavin will come in and spill him when he needs it. And then we got Reese Pratt, the freshman, the big back. He was banged up Friday night, didn't get to play, but he's another one that. And Cody House there, he plays back for us a lot. It's a great catch. So we're really by committee back there. I think they all do a fine job playing.
You got to be proud of some of these guys because they all seem to be out there giving you a great effort.
They are. We've not one time this year even complained or talked about their effort. Here's a fourth down run, and Gavin Houston just gets enough to move the sticks. Yeah, our effort is fine all year. I mean, you can't complain. Here's John Reese Gilmer, who is starting for the injured Chris Vaughn. Comes up with a big catch there.
Held on to the football.
Yes, here's a little trickeration. Flip it back to Jimmy Hollingsworth, who throws it down to Cole Hawkins, and we laughed about their speed. That's a play we designed, and it usually goes for 7. But Shelbyville was so fast they covered it up and forced us to snap the ball again.
So you're driving here on this play right here.
We are. Put together a good little drive here. Carter gets stacked up there, but right now we're moving the ball a little bit and setting us up in good position, trying to get on the scoreboard. Little reverse to House and just comes up a couple yards short, and we decide now it's time to get the points. So we call on our senior David Morgan, and he puts us on the board with 3 points.
And at this point, I'd have to say you're still very much in this ball game.
Yeah, 14-3. We're feeling good about ourselves, and so far I think we're playing okay. Made a mistake, kicked it deep. And like always, they'll make you pay if you kick it deep to them.
You mentioned your strategy was to try to run the ball as much as possible. I would imagine running some time off that clock against an explosive team like Shelbyville is probably pretty.
That was the goal: keep their offense off the field. And if we could run the football, that's what we wanted to do. Because that's what happens if they're on the field.
And that was their sophomore quarterback, I believe.
It is. He's a very, very good player. And, we'll give to Dallas Castleman, their big back.
And they got a pair of running backs that are doing pretty good, didn't they?
They do. It was kind of, you hate to go play a team that you know real well, but I coached those guys when they were freshmen, the seniors that graduated this year. Yeah. So it was a lot of it was kind of funny to look back and think, they were just little bitty kids and didn't know really what was going on when they were freshmen. And now you look at them and, you see what they're doing. There's Tyler Eddings, who was just a little fast kid as a freshman, grown up to be a really good player for him.
Coach Davis, in case you folks don't know, formerly coached in Shelbyville as offensive coordinator. Is that correct? So at this point, you're down. Is it 20-3 today?
20-3. They missed the extra point there. So 23, but we did put together a good drive last time we had the football and moved the chains. So we're really feeling good about ourselves and feeling that we can, continue to run the football. Give to Carter again. Good run. little offsides penalty backs us up, and here we come out throwing.
Your quarterback there, Peyton Meeker, seems to have persevered through a lot of, some tough times over the last year or so.
He has. He's been hit a lot. He's been banged up. Signed with Freed Hardman this week, going to play baseball in college. So we're really excited about that.
I would imagine he's an athlete. He's a pretty good athlete.
Oh, great athlete, and for as good of an athlete as that good of a kid. So we were excited to really hear that he had signed to play baseball on the college level. After a punt, we give them the ball way too close to their own territory. Again, you play.
That's just a killer against
it is, especially against a Shelbyville team that's so fast and can really move the football. You give it to them on the 30-yard line, you can expect bad things to happen.
This quarterback for Shelbyville, it looks like he's got pretty good size. How tall do you think that kid is?
I think he's probably about 6'1". Like I said, I don't know that kid, but I think he's a really phenomenal player. I know they really expect a lot out of him. They think he can be one of the best quarterbacks to come through there.
Yeah, and that program had Whit Taylor, I think.
Yeah, Whit Taylor, and you think back to all the good quarterbacks they had. They had Trey Stewart, Luke Falk, and had a lot of good quarterbacks. Stephon came through there. I mean, they had some good quarterbacks. So to be able to compare that kid to some of the greats come through there, that's really high praise.
See, there's Shelbyville with another touchdown. That makes it 27-3.
27-3. Yeah, it's getting close to being out of hand. We've got to be able to put some drives together and move the football. I feel like right now we've had one good drive, and since then we've just had a couple of good plays. Nothing that's really stuck out. We got a lot of work to do. Good job by Meeker throwing it away. They jumped it, had it covered. It's a good job of him to throw it away and live to fight another day. Good catch here by Boone Riddle. Boone's another youngster that gets a lot of playing time, and he moved the sticks for us. They're at 4th and 3, and we took a sack, and of course you just can't do that.
Ball was on the ground there for a moment, but
backs them up a little bit. That's our best defense is when they put the ball on the ground.
Nice throw there for the Shelbyville quarterback.
It's what he does. He just kind of keeps things alive and makes plays.
That will make it 34-3. But you guys kept it pretty close in the second half.
We did. It's just the first half. We're so out of it by now. But I love the fact that our kids keep fighting. That's the best part about it. Nobody's rolled over and died and really just felt sorry for themselves. And I mean, we're really still fighting and still trying to be a complete team. The JRG with a 1-yard gain. Like I said, he started because of the injury to Chris Vaughn, and thought he did a good job this week in practice. Let's see, this isn't it. I was going to say, we're running a draw. 3rd and forever. I thought that was probably the best call there. With them loaded up to bear with us passing it.
It's got to be a little surreal for you, Coach, when you go over there and you know a lot of these kids. You probably know the coaching staff too. I know you know the head coach quite well. And
I do. This is this play right here that we're seeing is kind of what our season has been. You know, they throw an interception and we catch it and start running it back and fumble it, and they gain 12 yards on the play. That kind of sums up our entire season. But yeah, going back over there is surreal. Know those coaches real well. Talk to them probably once a week. I was really shocked at how many parents came up to me after the game from their kids and really hugged me and told me how much they missed me and how much they thought about me. That was shocking. I mean, you hear it from the kids because I knew some of them. But a lot of the former players were there.
Right.
And really, even though it's my third year and I've seen them, a couple times, they just couldn't get over, how grateful they were to see me and how much they, miss me and wish I was still there.
Yeah, that's got to be a great feeling.
Well, it's kind of one of those, different feelings because here, you bring in another team and, that's where your heart is. That's what you're doing. And you're down because you just lost a football game, and you hear these guys talking. It's just kind of a really mixed feelings. You hear a lot of people talk about football being an emotional game, and sometimes it's a lot of mixed emotions. It's a great job here by our defense of really standing tall and forcing them to really run the football to get in the end zone. We did. They made them work. And that was right before halftime. Good run there by David Keith. Here, pressure from the outside, and Mika does a good job of getting rid of it. Now we just run the draw trying to get into halftime, and again, this is just like what happens to us. We fumble, they pick it up, take off with it. Luckily for us, Ben Jose makes a great tackle to keep him out of the end zone there right before halftime. That's
okay. Yeah, that was a great tackle right there.
That'll give you ulcers quick.
I can imagine. So the score is 41-3 at halftime, folks, and we're going to take a quick commercial break. Before we do, Chip Ramsey will be coming in to finish the last half here with Coach Davis. And also we want to remind you folks that the Coffee County High School Band, which you haven't seen yet this season, will be playing. We've got some video of that, and we'll be bringing that to you right at the conclusion of the game. We're going to take a commercial break. We'll be right back in just a moment.
It's that time of year again. This is Sarah McCamey with Markham's Pharmacy. Don't let the flu get you down this year. As a busy mom, it's hard to manage work, family, and all the extra activities. At Markham's Pharmacy, we're here to help make your life easier. Don't miss school or work this year because of the flu. There's no appointment necessary. Come on by and help your family stay flu-free.
Markham's Pharmacy is your hometown discount pharmacy and so much more. We hope to see you soon.
KK's Jewelry in Tullahoma and Manchester is here to help you save thousands on that perfect piece of jewelry. You'll find new semi-mounts for less than half the price of traditional jewelry stores. At KK's, we have new 1-carat total weight wedding sets at $7.99 and up. KK's has beautiful pre-owned and reconditioned jewelry set in gold and silver at unbelievable prices. Let our professional and trained staff help you select the perfect jewelry gift for any occasion.
Do you need a part for your car that the dealer just wants too much money for? Well, bring your toolbox and pull the parts yourself for huge savings at the CFC Auto Salvage Pick and Pull on Highway 55 between Tullahoma and Manchester. No walking through waist-high weeds here. All of our vehicles are located in our gravel parking lot up on blocks with room to work. We stock hundreds of cars and trucks, foreign, domestic, old, new, with new vehicles added daily. You can even search the entire vehicle inventory online. And if your old vehicle gives up the ghost, bring it back. We offer top dollar for your salvage vehicle. Open to the public 7 days a week until 6:30 or dark, so there's plenty of time to come by. That's CFC Auto Salvage Pick and Pull.
They say you see the world differently. It's like you see the miracle of life in even the smallest things. That's what it feels like to survive. St. Thomas Heart has more locations than anyone in the state, giving more heart patients a new lease on life. For more than 40 years, they've been leaders in cardiac care. That's experience you can count on.
The choices we make today will impact tomorrow. Choosing natural gas today is the responsible energy choice for your home, your family, and our environment. Almost all natural gas we use is produced right here in North America. And with plentiful gas reserves, we can enjoy a safe and reliable energy future. Natural gas. The comfortable and responsible energy choice for today and tomorrow.
Brought to you by Elk River Public Utility District.
31W Insulation offers custom-look garage doors to enhance the appearance of your home. These are beautiful, durable, and energy-efficient doors. Give your home the fresh, classic, distinctive look it deserves. From rural to rustic artistry, 31W Insulation has what you're looking for. Visit us online at 31W.com to see how we can make beautiful and affordable improvements to your home.
Get your news first, fast, and free with your news leader on 6 every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday nights at 6, 8, and 10 p.m. Local weather, sports, community calendar events, and a comprehensive look at the latest news stories and news makers as only a video news broadcast can do. Get it first, fast, and free with News Leader on Channel 6, your local information network.
The team's taking the field. Not many people. Oh, my. He missed. Off to a rough start here. Somebody wants to go home. What's he doing?
If you're not watching college football in HD, you're watching Pee Wee TV. Graduate to Charter TV in HD and let it all in.
Welcome back to the Coach Lee Davis Red Raider football show. We're watching second half action here against Shelbyville at Shelbyville. I'm Chip Ramsey. Thanks for Jim Fuller filling in for the first half. Raiders on the back of their heels in this start of the second half, and defense looks their ears are pinned back a little bit.
They did. We had a nice little talk with them there at halftime, and they came out fired up. Actually had Ingve Hamrick in there at safety. A young guy, sophomore, made a great play there on the first play.
Ingve Hamrick.
Ingve, love Ingve. Great kid. Came in, made a really good play, and almost a fumble there as he takes it to the house. That's the other Eddings boy for all you guys that are following. The number 6, Tyler Eddings, one of the fastest kids probably in the mid-state. And wouldn't you know, he has a younger brother, the other Eddings kid, who is going to be a fantastic, phenomenal player.
Okay, Shelbyville's speed and talent. I mean, is it just bred in Bedford County, or what is it with?
Well, if it's something in the water, we must not get that water here.
Well, it flows downstream from us, Coach. They get our water.
That must be it then. Well, just out the outstretched hands there of the JRG. Thought Grayson Miller had a good night Friday night. We asked him to do a lot of things with his trades and kick blocks and stuff, and I thought he played well.
Gilmer again on the punt. It's a good roll for Coffee County, and
I think JRG's averaging a little over 35 yards a punt. I mean, he's doing an exceptional job for us this year.
Nice misdirection read there, and
Cody House does a good job of getting him out of bounds, making him snap the football again. got the freshman MJ Horn in there at defensive end. Played 3 freshmen Friday night, and would have played Reese. And like I said earlier, Reese Pratt had a bum wheel and a hurt ankle. Good job there, Grayson Miller, turning it back in, and there's Mill Harner and a group of Red Hats making a good play. Another misdirection. Great job there, David Keith, keeping him out of the end zone.
Coach, at this point, are you using a lot of freshmen and kids that haven't seen a lot of end zone time? Good. Want to compliment the defense. I think Seth Thompson and some of Justin Smith.
Yeah, made good plays there.
Good play.
Jonathan Latta stepped up there and made a great play. There's Seth making a good tackle. And, we've still got a lot of our players in that we play most of the game, but we're also rolling. Like I said, an Ingve, MJ Horn. You see a lot of kids that we're going to be dependent on in the future that are in there now. Again, it's a great job of the defense holding them out of the end zone. Trade tight ends, and Gavin lowers his head and gains us a yard or two. We got Eldridge in there. We're going to throw him the football a couple times.
Getting the fourth quarter here in.
A little misread there, a little miscommunication. Had an untimed down, so this starts fourth quarter. Yeah, untimed down. We showed they had a penalty, so we had to play it again. Yeah. It's a good catch here by Eldridge. Going to be an outstanding player for us. Nice run by Meeker and a late hit by them. And you see me making a nice move there on the sideline of getting out of the way. I told Meeker I was not his lead blocker and that my eligibility was up.
Missed block there in that screen, and we might have had a few yards out of that.
Yeah. Here's a good little dump to Cody House and uses his speed to gain us some much-needed yards. It's a good drive we're putting together. There's Cole Hawkins with a nice catch. Cole led us in receptions Friday night.
What a nice game.
He did have a nice game. Here's another deep ball to Eldridge and get a little pass interference, get to move the ball down 15 yards. And putting together a really good drive. Meeker with a good scramble here. And very wisely slides. Another little good run. And wisely gets out of bounds. And then a touchdown pass to Cole Hawkins. We'll come back there right at sticks. Great job.
Fans didn't really see that in that shot right there, but Hawkins slid in to make that catch, which is a pretty high order end of catch. And we catch a break right here too.
We do. They rough our quarterback and move the ball forward. So we're going to go for 2. And a nice little power here to Gavin Houston, who
is not a scat back. He trucks people.
Well, that's what he tells me. He gets in there for 2. And if you notice, the John Olive show that comes on before us always does an unsung hero, and I feel like we have an unsung hero on our offensive line with Zane Slater. Zane's a kid who goes in and plays left tackle, left guard, center, right guard, right tackle. Anytime anybody looks like they're struggling on the offensive line, I tell them, you don't have to tell me, just get in.
David
you see
Keith.
you see somebody struggling, go in there and make a play. That was a great hit there by David Keith.
Sorry, Coach. Zane Slater's been a great utility player all year long, and just a good hard-nosed kid for the Red Raiders.
Great job there. It's Jim Hollingsworth getting to play. Good job by the Red Hats running the football. Here's the last play of the game. Try to throw a little screen, and we'll get back to the line of scrimmage.
Meeker was dinged up a little bit on that last play. Was he all right?
He was. He took a headshot, but he was, no concussion or anything. Got a little dinged up a little bit, but by the end of the game, by the time he walked off the field, he said he was fine.
48-11, your final score. Coffee County, Shelbyville. Coach, any last thoughts about this? We're heading into the coffee pot game where all bets are off and the records books, go out the window, as they say. Talk about this upcoming game and what it means for your team after a difficult season, to say the least, and I don't know. How do you game plan Tullahoma? Tullahoma kind of limps in, having been dinged up, been bitten the last two games. What do you guys play for Tullahoma this week?
Well, this is a big game. This is it. This is one for all the marbles. This one makes or breaks both our seasons. I mean, you look at it, and Tullahoma has struggled as of late, and we struggled all season. This one will heal all wounds for both of us. The team that walks out of this one with a win will be able to hold their head up in the entire county of Coffee County. We're looking forward. Can't wait to Friday night, and hope we have a huge crowd there. Coach,
it's home match at Cardin-Gerald Field. Anything special being planned at senior night? Talk about some of the seniors who, I know you may not get all of them, but talk about some of the ones who are going to be honored that night and what they've contributed to this program over at least the last 3 years you've been here.
Oh, well, they were sophomores when I walked in the door. I think the world of them. They're like kids to me. You look at guys. You start Peyton Meeker, senior quarterback. Been starting since he was a sophomore. First game of the year, his sophomore year with Shelbyville.
At Shelbyville when Jesse Brown
tore his ACL, and Meeker was just a little skinny kid, and we talked about that last night. He was a little nervous, and we threw him out there. And you look at Hunter Smithson. Hunter's been starting since he was a freshman. Grayson Miller starting tight end, and he's been starting since he was a sophomore. Offensive lineman, got Willie Banks up there, and Jonathan Prater, and Dakota Westmoreland. You look at Chris Vaughn. Chris Vaughn has stepped up to be our number one receiver, and that was a kid who got a little playing time last year, and now he stepped up, and he's a great wide receiver for us. You got John Reese Gilmer, who's in his second year playing, and John Reese is one of those guys that make you happy to go to practice. He's just kind of kid that you really enjoy having him around. Then guys on defensive line, J.C. Simmons. JC grew up. Him and Justin Smith, you kind of lumped together because when I first got here, both of them were little bitty skinny wide receivers. Now one of them's the defensive tackle, and the other one's the linebacker, probably leading us in tackles. There's guys all over the field. You hate to name them all because you're going to forget some, and but it's a great bunch of kids, and I'll miss them after next Friday's game.
Next Friday night at Cardin-Gerald Field, we're talking the coffee pot, and two teams that I guess this is year 84, 85. I mean, this is going back almost a century worth of football being played between these two towns. Probably the signature rivalry, one of the more signature rivalries in the state of Tennessee. We've even had a Rudy Kalis copter land down at one of these games before, so who knows what could happen. Rudy may find his way down to Manchester. Cardin-Gerald Field, though, 7 o'clock kickoff time, senior night. It's the Coffee Pot. Tullahoma comes to Manchester. I'm Chip Ramsey with the Coffee County Independent. I'm with Coach Lee Davis here on the Coach Lee Davis Red Raider Football Show. Thanks again for watching and spending your Saturday morning with us.
We also got the band coming up, so make sure you hang on, Coach, and
Coach saved me on
watch
the band.
Mondale and the band.
Mondale, Rogers, and the band will be performing at the end of our show as we sign off. So be sure to catch some of that great group of kids on that end too. Thanks a lot.